If you'd do anything for the person you love, is that noble or terrifying? This is the question posited by the stylish retro survival horror game Sorry, We're Closed, published by Occupara Games and the debut from the devs at A La Mode Games. Suffering from the lingering effects of a bad breakup, Michelle attracts the intense attention of the Duchess, a demon in search of love who has found her latest conquest. The Duchess curses her with a third eye, thrusting her into the world of demons and angels. But Michelle's no fool for love. She's going to fight every step of the way. Can she defeat the Duchess before the demon gets bored and tortures her for all eternity instead? What if love is a better path? The writing in Sorry, We're Closed is gorgeous. A meditation on love, how it's expressed and experienced, and what people will do to get it. In this world's theology, demons are twisted, tragic figures, desperate to return to angelhood and the pure love of heaven, but no longer able to understand what love is. Ultimately, loneliness, the mortal kind and the demon kind, drives the actions of all the characters. Each has their own desires, and you can choose who you want to help, and what actions actually count as helping. By the end, I was itching to replay the story to see what would happen if I had chosen a different ending. The rusty, molded horror setting is paired with a neon club kid aesthetic that wouldn't be out of place in a warehouse rave. The game embraces the rich queer reality that many people, like myself, live in, and that's reflected in the design choices from top to bottom. The character designs explode with color and detail popping against the background, which range from rococo to abstract and monumental. Demons, angels, and humans, the three genders, have such elevated style it was always a delight to encounter a new, sometimes horrifying NPC. In the comparable early Silent Hill games, you migrate from the real-world town to the rusted, dilapidated Hell version. In Sorry, We're Closed, you can snap between the two realities with Michelle's third eye ability. It's used cleverly to double the space in the game, because each location has a real world and a demon world layer. Even in the demon world, you can return to reality to pass through barriers, free up items, and drink clean water to heal. It's always worth popping it open and seeing how things look in our reality. One particularly memorable NPC was formerly an angel, but has been reduced by the Duchess to a massive eyesore. Literally, that's its name. This veiny, bulbous creature is rendered as a collection of graffiti eyes in our world, a clever visualization of a biblically accurate angel. In combat, the third eye allows you to stun demons and target their weak points. Each hit builds up your heartbreak shot meter, which lets you instantly kill weaker enemies and permanently destroys some otherwise unkillable creatures. Landing a perfect string of shots builds the meter faster, which is when the combat is most fun. Popping off 5 precise hits under pressure is immensely satisfying. Heartbreaker shots are also used to deal damage against bosses, which turns some of the boss fights into innovative puzzle battles. You often have to figure out how to fill your meter in order to attack. Fans of early survival horror games will be familiar with the fixed camera angels. Sorry, I meant fixed camera angles. They force a player to navigate spaces with tank controls, which you don't often see even in modern retro-style games. The addition of a first-person aiming mode makes combat a lot easier, and lets you see the world from a different perspective, revealing secret hallways or hidden enemies waiting to swing at you. The combat is best when you're fighting 1 or 2 creatures, popping off a sequence of perfect shots, but there are a few sections where you're fighting waves of enemies from all sides, and the flaws in the gameplay become apparent. You can't run in third eye mode, or move in first-person view, so your movement is hampered regardless of which you're using. Both modes have a slight delay when activated. This isn't too burdensome when you're only using one, but in larger group battles, the combat becomes a stuttery loop. Activate the third eye, activate first person, take a shot or two, leave both to reposition, and repeat. There's no sense of flow or confidence, just jittery mode swapping. Is that what love is? Ultimately, any frustrations with the controls are well worth overcoming to experience this beautiful, tragic, piercing survival horror game. If you yearn for crunchy, neon horror, Sorry, We're Closed will welcome you into its arms like the sharp, loving embrace of an Iron Maiden. Sorry, We're Closed is available now for Windows for $24.99.